beautiful day at PSL here for the September update. A little bit breezy, blue skies earlier. Of course, now we've moved into the night hours for this airport update. We have 5 aircraft to get to today, and let's not waste any further time. Have some new routes in here and some proposed expansions. So we'll get it started here. We have this American Eagle CRJ 700. This one is operated by PSA Airlines. This one came in from Philadelphia earlier, and we'll still be doing the turnaround service heading back out there. So yes, American Eagle operating CRJ 7s on Philadelphia. It would be CRJ 900, so I don't have the model for that. So we are using the CRJ 700s there, and it seems to be working great for American Eagle. 2 daily flights to Philadelphia, and that is what we can see here. Of course, they also have Charlotte and Dallas-Fort Worth as well. And of course, New York LaGuardia. So those are the routes for American, thrice daily for Charlotte, and once for the rest of the flights. But Philadelphia is twice daily. That is this one. I believe this is in the last update as well. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't quite remember. But this will be doing turnaround service heading back out to Philadelphia. And pushing back about an hour and a half late, here is the Allegiant A319 and the newer livery. This one, like I said, is just pushing back now, and this will be heading out to Phoenix Mesa. This is one of the 5 weekly flights to Phoenix Mesa, and then there are also for Allegiant the twice weekly to Appleton and the thrice weekly to Flint. So Allegiant has a decent operation here. We had the Flint flight in here earlier today, and that was also on the 319. We get a mixture of 320s and 319s, but this Mesa flight is on the A319, Phoenix Mesa. So glad to get this one in here. That is the furthest flight currently here at PSL to not quite the West Coast, but to the western side of the United States. So really cool to see that here for Allegiant. They're still continuing strong here, even though they've not been in many airport updates. They'll be in this one, though, just because of that unfortunate delay there. But now it's good that they're finally getting that aircraft pushed back, and they will be heading to Phoenix Mesa today. So glad that they're getting that one out there. So no other delays here, but we do have another delay to get to here later on in the update. But like I said earlier, it was a beautiful day here, so at least that's good for the incoming passengers. They'll be able to enjoy the nice weather here in Port St. Lucie, especially if there are vacationers trying to get that last bit of summer in here. Although summer in Florida is not the best time to go to Florida, so hopefully they'll still enjoy it, though. Get some swimming in by the beach. There are some beautiful beaches down here in Port St. Lucie. And here we have a double United mainline aircraft here, a very beautiful United lineup here with 2 Evo Blue aircraft. We'll start at the top of your screen. We have the United 737-700 in the Evo Blue livery with splits. This one just arrived in. They just pulled into its gate, and the baggage carts just pulled up to the aircraft. This one arrived in from Newark, and the passengers are just about to disembark from the aircraft. So yeah, this one arrived from Newark, New Jersey. We'll be staying overnight and heading back out there. So Newark has, that's thrice daily flights to Newark, 2 on the E170/75 for Republic, and the 737-700 here is the last one. So that's really cool to see for them. Then near the bottom of your screen, we have this United A319 in the Evo Blue livery. This one is just about to, they're just loading up the last few bags, and this one is about to push back for Washington Dulles. Another unfortunate delay for this one. This should have been out already as well. This one's been delayed almost an hour. But this guy will soon be getting pushed back, just like the Allegiant A319, and it'll be heading out to Washington Dulles. So Washington Dulles now, they have been upgraded to an A319. They have the morning flight on the CRJ 550 for GoJet, and then we have this A319 here for the second flight of the day. So that's really cool to see here for United. I'm glad that they're upgrading these services. Actually, we're going to be getting some new United services in this next month. United Airlines will be starting flights from Chicago O'Hare. So That'll be another once daily service from Chicago O'Hare. United, that'll be their third, I believe third, or they also started Houston, so that'll be their fourth. They started Houston this month, and Houston, their flight arrives in pretty late, and it stays overnight and then heads out in the morning. So good to see that for United. But it'll be once daily Chicago service. That'll be coming next month. And United actually, since they're adding so many routes, and a lot of airlines are starting to add routes and new services here, PSL is considering expansion right now. And we're surprised at just the growth that this airport has been getting. It is a great place for tourism, and is driving a lot of the local customers here. PSL is considering expanding to the south, making a south concourse here, and that one will have, we're still trying to figure out how many gates that one will have, but it'll probably be a little bit bigger than this one. So this is the only terminal that there is right now. There's no real specific name for it, but this will, in the planning phases at least, they're calling the other one the South Concourse, and this one will turn into the North Concourse. Of course, that could change, and it probably will change when they get around to naming it, but for now, this one is called the North Concourse. This has 8 gates, so the South Concourse will likely have more than 8 gates. For now, we don't really know how many that will be, but that'll be adding a big boost to the airport here in terms of the number of gates. So that is really awesome to see right there. It's great to see all this expansion here, and hopefully they'll be adding maybe some more of the international gates in there if we're going to get like some Canadian Airlines or some Caribbean Airlines. It would be nice for them to have a place to park here, and so the passengers can go through customs and everything, have all those facilities all set up. We do have the one, Gate 7 there with the United 737-700. That technically is set up with customs, but we can maybe move those to the South Concourse where there'll be more space, and then just improve it from there. So really awesome to see that here, and great to see PSL expanding further with at least United supplying a lot of new flights here. And speaking of new flights, here is another new one for Southwest Airlines. I alluded to it in the last update, but here is the new Nashville service for Southwest. So now they have Baltimore, Chicago Midway, and Nashville flying here to Port St. Lucie. And Nashville, here is one of the flights. This is not the inaugural one, but this is one of their new flights from Nashville that recently started up. And it is on the Freedom 1 livery, so that's really cool to see here. Of course, Freedom 1 special livery is awesome. I'd love to see it here at PSL. This one just landed, and we'll be pulling off the runway into the gate area, and we'll be pulling into the Southwest Gate, Gate 8, after arriving in from Nashville. So great to see Nashville added to the list of destinations here for travelers out of Port St. Lucie. And hopefully that'll do great going into the future. Southwest, another airline that is expanding quite a bit here, adding some new flights. So great to see that for Southwest. And that's again another airline that it would consider moving to the new terminal for further expansion if that all comes to fruition. So great to see Southwest doing their expansions here. Great to see Nashville, the new service for them. And so really nice to see here at Port St. Lucie. Another fun airport update to do here, getting some more mainline aircraft in, especially for United. We'll hope to see them expand further in the future. I should mention that the new Houston service for United is on an A319, and the Chicago service will be on a 737-800. And even Southwest, they could also expand to Dallas Love Field. That is something that they're considering, so we might see that in the future on the 737. Southwest is just mixed on the 737-700 and 800. I know they've only shown the 700 so far until this update, but we'll also see the 800 on occasion here at Port St. Lucie, depending on what Southwest decides to send our way. So that'll do it for this update of Port St. Lucie. The only airlines that we did not get in were Delta, Frontier, and Silver, but they're all still doing the same as they have been doing. Delta's not added anything, Silver has not added anything, or Frontier for that matter. Frontier, they're just sticking with their twice weekly service to Trenton. but we might see more coming from Frontier, as there has been plans for them for a while now to expand to Denver. So maybe we'll see that coming soon. But that is all for Port St. Lucie for this update for the month of September. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow as always. Good night. Auf Wiedersehen.